Nate Walker hadn't expected the tattoo shop to smell so antiseptic. The small shop was in a strip mall between a supplement store and a store that sold crystals. Tattoo designs covered the walls, each artist's stall reflecting a bit of a unique personality. The fluorescent lighting overhead was brutal. He followed his best friend, Ryan Cosgrove, to sit on the vintage couches in the waiting area and hang out for a few minutes after he checked in while Ryan's artist prepped his station. "You should look through the portfolios, see if there's anything you like," Ryan told him, motioning to the photo albums on the waiting area coffee table. Ryan had let Nate tag along with him to his appointment because Nate was always talking about getting a tattoo, but could never commit. Ryan was absolutely covered in them. "Hey, man," a short, heavily tattooed guy said, and Ryan looked up and smiled. He stood and wrapped his tattoo artist up in a hug that swallowed him. "Hey, buddy, I brought a friend with me today. This is Nate. Nate, this is Collin," Ryan introduced. Collin reached out to shake Nate's hand, and he realized even his hands were tattooed. He had different colored roses on the backs of each of them. "Is this the new boyfriend?" Collin asked Ryan at a whisper purposefully loud enough for Nate to hear. No. Just my friend from when we were kids." They followed Collin back to his station, and Collin grabbed a folding chair from behind the reception desk for Nate. He set Nate up in the corner of the station, all three of them very close. "You're gonna have to bring him next time then," Collin said, grabbing a piece of paper from off of the top of a black tool cabinet. "Still thinking left shoulder blade?" Ryan confirmed and pulled his shirt off. It had been years since Nate had paid close attention to the tattoos Ryan got. At some point, his sleeves had met in the middle over his chest and crept up his neck. He had a single deer antler up his right side, covering his ribs. Nate watched as Collin shaved Ryan's shoulder and prepped it for a stencil. "Nate says he wants a tattoo, but he won't get one," Ryan said, ratting him out while Collin eyeballed the placement of his design on Ryan's shoulder. When Collin peeled back the stencil paper, it left behind a purple design. "Nate, how does it look?" Collin asked him, and Nate checked out Ryan's shoulder. There was a lighthouse there now, with a banner beneath it that said Mom and Dad. Not the tattoo Nate would ever get himself, but he loved Ryan's parents. He was more likely to get a tattoo that said Ryan's mom and dad than one that honored his own. "Looks good," he said, not exactly sure what he was looking for. But it looked good where it was, and it was straight. Ryan checked it out in the mirror, and when he approved, he got settled on what looked like a massage chair. He wasn't sure how specific tattoo equipment got. Maybe it was a massage chair. Collin poured ink into the little cups, changed his gloves again, and got into it. Nate had only seen people get tattooed on TV shows, and up close, it looked messier. Ryan's tattoo, like all of his tattoos, would be black and gray, and it didn't take long for his shoulder to be smeared with black ink, the purple stencil peeking through below. The buzz of the tattoo machine was loud, and the rest of the shop was bustling around them, with 3 other artists currently working at their own stations.